Fellow traders, 'tis I, the Rumpled One, coming to you on Monday, February the 23rd. The year's 2026. Let's talk trading, weekly, open, and gap. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine. As always, let's make sure we have our risk management in place so we don't lose more than we're willing to lose while we are trading. So let's take a quick look here. Weekly. For the pound, we are 39 pips above the weekly open, 19 off the high and 41 off the low. And according to the dashboard, we have 3 open gaps here. We've got one on the Canadian yen, Australian yen, and Australian Swiss franc. We zoom out to the monthly. We're 170 pips, now 171 below the monthly open. 216 off the high and 83 off the low. And once again, we're tracking for an inside bar month. We haven't had one of those in a couple of years. Notice we started out in the opening range for the year. We're now above it by about 14 pips. We're putting in the opening range for the week, and we are below the opening range for the month by 106 pips below that low. For the year, we are 60 pips above the yearly open, 352 off the high, 176 off the low. Notice Friday was an inside bar. We've broken out of that wick zone. In fact, right before I started the video, I just got out of a trade. Oh, did I broke a rule of thumb, and it definitely went against me. Okay, looking at the ranges, the big winner so far today is the pound New Zealand at 111 pips. With the pound clocking in, pound dollar clocking in at only 60 pips of range for the day. Okay, we left the buy zone early in the Asian session. And as you can see here, we've left it again. Looks like New York, London crossover here. We dipped down below the weekly open and then shot right back up. Rats. I was a red rat, and I don't know why I decided to be a red rat when I did. But as you can see, we're in that red rat zone. Bambino Flex indicator said to look for longs. Let's see, pivot trading plan said price near the pivot goes short, and I can't tell because everything's all jumbled up. Let's take a look at the next chart and we can figure it out. So it looks like we filled the pivot, but it looks like we opened below that pivot. So we've got the daily taken care of, and we filled the weekly. And so we still have a couple missed weekly pivots here for the year. Or actually for last year, not this year. And we've taken out that monthly pivot. And we have a couple of open monthly pivots for last year also. In and out of that wick zone. I got caught on the updraft here, but price smiled upon me. It was funny. It hit my TP on the bid, but since I was short, I couldn't get out. The ask missed it. Then I had added in some more, and it did it again, exact same thing. And then third time was a charm. But I think my original exit was somewhere around 9, or original TP, and then I think I just popped out just right around 13. So So far, 60 pip range, 0 percentile for the week, hasn't moved the needle. We're nowhere near the previous week's high or low. And simple price action chart here. Looks like we just covered that M30 candle. Makes me want to go short again. But let's see. And what happened to me was somewhere right about here, I took my first short because it had opened below and I was looking for it to drop. But instead it said, no, we're going up. So, like I said, right here was one of my TPs where just the bid touched it, but not the ask. And then the second time, right here, I think it came within a few pips of it. So I think I had it at 13, and then here, I finally moved it up right here, and it took it out. And there's the big move that I was looking for. That would have been a nice trade. If it would have done that while I was still in it. But had to make the video. Would have been able to get in again, load up, and it'd be worth about 10 pips right now. That hurts. But you know what? That's trading. You can see here it's like 1, 2, 3 times a charm. It's like 1, 2, 3 times a charm. And I think my first entry was somewhere around 35.03 or something. Let's see if it goes all the way back to that original entry, which would have netted me, like I said, a couple of bushels of pips, that's for sure. And there's that 3 ball. So we just got a lower high trigger here. And you notice the brokers are playing with the spreads. It's right around pip. So it's really hard to nail your entries when you got a pip or more spread. It's just almost impossible. But that's trading. And see, what I was really hoping for was that midpoint. Walmart likes to shoot for. Oh, this is just too funny. But that's trading. Let's see if it covers this M30 candle, because that's what price likes to do. So we're at 66 ATR for the month. Just take a look at the year. Close minus, so 0.38. Gave back over a percentage. Year-to-date accumulated, still at 528. We did not move the needle. So 299. It's definitely not the lowest. It looks like it's the second lowest so far, but we still have a week left. Okay, right now, price between wick zones on the monthly, right there. Seller strong control. We're below the previous mid. We're below the pivot. Lower high, higher low, inside bar. For the week, price between the wick zones. Lower high, higher low. Inside bar on the week so far. Previous weekly bar on the daily was an inside bar. Price back inside that upper wick zone. D1 price turning up. Buyer strong control. So we had a low of 06. So it got pretty close to my original entry. And like I said, had that done that last candle, last 30-minute candle, before I got out to make the video, I would have I would have had a week's worth of pips almost. I can't complain. I think I've got 20 for the day, so you know, I think most traders would be happy. And that goes right back to the thing about the emotional control, emotional damage, emotional plan. I mean, you have to trade what you see. And, the big thing about trading is we can't control the outcome. So we really can't get upset with the outcomes. Even though we are human, we do have emotions. We can be mad, we can be sad, we can be glad. But when we're trading, we really have to put those off to the side. And as I've mentioned before in some videos in the past, the reason we enter the trade, once we enter the trade, it doesn't matter the reason. We're in the trade. So we have to let go of all those preconceived notions. And then we just have to trade in the moment, decide where we're going to exit on the upside and the downside. Are we going to wait? Are we going to add in? Are we going to average in? I could see Walmart taking the trade here and exiting right about there because that's the midpoint of that candle body. Eyeball it. And that would have probably been good for 2 or 3 pips. Knowing him, he probably would have taken the flip-flop, maybe gone in a second time here, and been out with a total of 4, 5, 6 pips. So, fellow traders, I hope everybody had a fun and safe weekend. Hope you're refreshed, ready to finish out the month of February in the green. And when you traders come back to your trading platform, I want you to always remember and never forget, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. This is the Rumpled One, over and out.